How is it going, everybody? My name is Toast Tactics, joined by Croctopus. We are here for the first game ever when it comes to the Slips Rocket League inaugural season. We are all excited about this. This is a long time coming for the organization. A lot of people have been waiting for this for a very long time, so the excitement is here. Croctopus, how are you feeling, man? I'm feeling good, but how are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm so hyped to get ready for this league. We've been waiting for this league for months, maybe nearly over a year at this point. It's been a long time. Slips has been running just weekly tournaments, and we are excited to get started with the league. We do have, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the league, got a Diamond 3 cap on the team, on the players on the teams, but each team is allowed one singular Champ 1 on their team. And both of these teams do indeed have a Champ 1. We're going to be looking at N7 Phantoms B and Team SCG for our opening matchup today.
And this should be a good one. And I know the players are really itching to kind of showcase their styles and see what they can bring to the field. And it should be a fun one to watch for our first match. And then after that, we'll be taking a look at Heatwave versus Rapid Fire Esports. Should also be a good game. We're looking for some hardcore competitive matches here. And it should be fun to see who comes out on top for our first games of the season. We're just getting the lobbies set up, the players organized, and we will be good to go from there. But let's hear it in the chat. You know, who are you excited for? Anybody you're rooting for? Let's see it in the chat. We want to see y'all get hype and see what you can bring as an audience, because, you know, it's a show, and we want to make it a good one for you.
We do enjoy making it a good show here at Slips. We've got, plenty of people here that should be fans of one team or the other. A lot of back and forth going on between the two fan groups in the Discord, as always. But SCG and N7 Phantoms B, two teams that aren't very established in Slips. N7 Phantoms B, not sure what roster they had, but they have participated in a couple of the bracketed tournaments. Now moving down to the league, the Diamond League. I guess that's what we can call it, the Diamond League. Or the Slips, the Slips League, or the Diamond League, either way. But should be a fun matchup, really even matchup. Excited to see the rosters that these two teams are going to be bringing in. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the tape and see what we've got in store, GJ.
Of course, and let me just say this while I have the opportunity. It has begun! Thank you.
As we take a look at the two teams here, you're going to have Joe Matthews and Lucas Souza taking on Sub-Zero, Manny, and Kitty or Kitey? I'm going to go with Kitty on that one. I feel like that. I hope I'm not butchering that name. These two teams will be facing off first for us today, and we're going to be, you see a couple diamonds, and like you said, Crocky, we got one champ in play here, and then the rest diamonds. So it will be interesting to see if this one person can kind of stand out amongst the group with that champion status. However, at least in my personal experience, we've always talked about it a lot in terms of the emblem doesn't matter. What matters is who's getting the ball in the goal at the end of the day.
That is true, but also to N7 Phantoms, at least, they do have a champion on their roster listed as a sub, so it could possibly be the sub coming in as well. So we might see two champions on the field. We will get confirmation for you guys as soon as those players are on the field, so we can match them up. But as far as we know, there's no subs coming in yet. Sub-Zero, Manny, and Kitty definitely looking like the slower team on paper, at least with the current MMRs. Lucas, Zhao, and Matt looking like a little bit of a faster team. Not only do they have the champion on their starting lineup, but both of their diamonds seem to be higher than the other diamonds on the other team. Matt being just a little bit higher rated than Sub-Zero and Kitty, and Lucas coming in just a little MMR, one MMR under Manny. So the diamonds being very, very even in this game is going to make it a fun one.
Just a heads up, there's a substitution here for N7 Phantoms B. Kitty is not playing, Nick is.
Okay, so we've got Nick coming in for Kitty on the side of N7B. And for you guys, Nick is going to be the champion on that N7B team, coming in with a whopping 1128 MMR. That's pretty high up there in the champion range. I forgot exactly what Champ 2 is.
They did make those MMR changes for the ranks in one of their recent updates there, and I know that was almost a contested update when it came to the Rocket League community.
Yeah, some players were very happy because, you know, at the end of the day, a free rank is a free rank, but some players also definitely not the happiest that they could have been after a Rocket League change. So it does look like Nick is going to be in Division 3 currently. Champion 1 Division 3. Gonna be interesting to see, as that does come in at nearly 60 or 70 MMR above Zhao on that SCG team. See if Nick is going to be some sort of a carry, or if he's going to let that hero complex slide a little bit and play around his teammates. Make sure he trusts in the rotation. I think that's going to be the biggest difference in this league, is speed and rotations. The team that can be faster will have an advantage for sure, but I think the team that's going to have better rotations is going to win every single game that they play. So definitely going to be looking for teams that are able to keep them smooth and keep them clean while under pressure and while also outputting some pressure. We're going to see which team is going to be able to do that first here live on the inaugural stream.
Certainly, and you know that's usually what it comes down to. Unless you're playing just two totally different outmatched teams, it really comes down to a lot of who works better as a group. You know, who can make the right passing plays and who can set up just better and basically not let the pressure get to them. Because sometimes we've seen teams get beaten down, and basically they can't even get an attack going. And if you can't get an attack going, you're not scoring, which means you're losing. And so it's really going to come down to who can work around each other and who can show that unity as a team. And that's always fun for us as casters, because we just get to sit back and watch the magic happen.
Yeah, definitely going to be I don't think we're going to need to try too hard to get hype about this series. They're going to make it hype for us. You know, when we watch the bracketed games, you know, we're so used to watching basically Grand Champion 1 and higher here on Slip, so it's going to be interesting and kind of a renewal to see these lower ranked teams go at it, especially when it's still in that diamond range. So they're not bad at the game per se. It's just going to be a lot more mistakes. It'll be interesting to see how the teams go about punishing mistakes. And so you're going to see a lot more panic going on, I think. And it's really fun to watch that panic ensue on a team. You know, a ball bouncing around on the goal line as three people are all jumping for it at the same time, or a ball bouncing in midfield and nobody going for it because everyone's afraid to double commit or get beat by the other team. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, and you honestly get to learn about some players in that regard too, how they respond to that kind of panic energy when sometimes one wrong move can cost you everything in those situations. And I know I've been there, and that is certainly anxiety inducing. So it really, it certainly shows a player's decision making and how they respond under pressure. And I think we're just almost ready. We're waiting on one more player before we jump into the lobby here. Any last words here, Croc, for the teams before we jump into our first match of the day?
For teams that may not have played on stream before, just don't let the nerves get to you. This is just another game. You gotta go out and play your game. If you play it any differently, you're bound to lose. So if you're listening to the stream right now and you're a player, just don't. All you're gonna do is get in your own head. But other than that, go out, play some solid Rocket League, give us something fun to watch and cast, and come back and watch the VOD later.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are just about ready to get started here. Again, let us see some hype in the chat. Who are you rooting for? What are you wanting to see out of these players? I want to see it. I want to see y'all get hype in the chat. Let's have some fun. Again, we're just watching some Rocket League at the end of the day, and we want to make it a good show for you. we want to hear from you. What are you excited to see? There it is. There it is. We love to see it. Love to see it. Ooh, we even seeing some. I think we're gonna.
Oh,
What I always love to see.
three.
Yeah, I love to. I love to see the spice, so to speak, for lack of a better term. There, I love to see the spice of the chat going off right there.
Shreks and Heatwave, huh? We're gonna have to see. Heatwave is coming in later, I believe. Heatwave is our second game. Now,
Yes.
off the top of my head, I can't remember who they're playing. I've already let it escape me.
No worries. All right, we are having the two teams jump into their respective sides. And here we go. We'll jump down to the field for you as we get ready. On the orange side, N7 Phantoms B taking on Team SCG on the blue side. 5 minutes on the clock. 0-0, the opening kickoff. And here we go. And it's going to be an opening touch heading into the corner. Sub-Zero to play it back as he takes it over the center, bounces it off the ceiling. And this, I think, is what we're going to look for, too, is how do they set up? Are they going to be trying any strategies? An opening demo right there. I want to look out for what these teams want to do and how they try to open up these defenses.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think they're going to really have a strategy. I think it's going to be a lot of just the very normal, basic Rocket League rotation. 1, 2, 3, try to go one at a time and get the ball to the center of the field for a shooter. And if you see a demo, take it. I don't really think it's going to be, hey, guys, let's play for demos, or hey, guys, let's play for an aerial pass on the backboard. I think it's just going to be, let's see what happens and adapt to it.
Nixter tries to go for the corner pass, gets it back to Sub-Zero, takes the boost. So that's going to open up Matt to send it downfield, but he just kind of gives it right back. It's going to be bouncing along the wall now. Going back into the corner, a little bit of a 50-50. Bounces back up again. KMK wants to try and center it up, and that one just gets pinched a little bit off to the side, so they'll have to race on back for it. Sub-Zero holding on to it a little bit. Matt says, I'll just clear that out. Thank you very much. Doesn't have much boost to work with. Tries to flick it up, gets it around one, but can't keep the play going. KMK to try and support. And the shot coming just off the post, and it goes wide. And it's going to be a three-man attack going the other way. And it quickly comes back at them as we're just over a minute and a half left to go. Still no big chances for either team so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty back and forth so far. SCG, in my opinion, having a little bit of the upper hand. I think they're a little bit of a faster team, and they're controlling that midfield play pretty well. Challenging early, challenging hard, challenging fast. But one thing also notable to mention is they are all sitting over 130 ping, coming from, I believe, South America to play in this league. So they're going to have a little bit of a ping disadvantage going on as well for the rest of the series.
We'll see if they can work around it, but right now this ball's heading in back to the orange. Gets to it first is Manny, and he's going to try and carry this out. That's an open net. He needs to center it up. A nice little back pass, and the shot just wide. Gets it, another one coming, bouncing under the crossbar, and in. Nixter gets goal number 1 for N7 Phantoms.
N7 Phantoms with the opening goal of the series, and not only the series, but of the season. At least on stream, we did have a couple of matches last night. Check in the Discord if you're looking to update yourself on the team standings. Let's go and see who's going to score the second goal here.
So a nice starting lead here for Phantoms as they look for another attack right now. Team getting organized. Sub-Zero just trying to apply some pressure as Matt wants to clear it out. This one gets centered up, and that one gets cleared out one more time. Sub-Zero slows it and kind of carries it towards the side. Gonna bounce off the wall. A nice flick on coming towards the center off the backboard. This shot couldn't quite get the finish. Can Matt do it? He's gonna tip it up. Still in a little bit of a dangerous spot as we're just approaching 2 minutes left to go. This one's a slow roller, and Sub-Zero has enough time to clear it out. Another flick on coming, just gets the clear. Matt gets a save off the shot. Nixter wants another shot, but Matt is there to block it again. So a little bit of a defensive stance there for SCG.
Yeah, good play there. It had a really good opportunity, and man, Jody's just going to slam one home coming in from a pretty solid angle there. Gets the flick out towards the top of the crossbar, falls down beforehand, reads that drop, and I believe that is Manny the Titan cannot read it just in time. slots it in. Ties the game up 1-1 here with 140 left to play. Yeah, SCG doing really well on their goal line defense and the midfield defense for the most part. Rare easy opportunity, should I say, for Team N7 Phantoms B with a good shadow defensive save by Matt that led to that counterattack goal.
And this one might be another chance. A nice defensive block there by Nixter as Matt was threatening there, but he wants another shot. Isn't going to get it as Manny clears it out. Joda's there to give it a slow little touch there. He's running low on boost, so he's going to have to get creative as Nixter clears it back. We're approaching 1 minute left here in game number 1 between these two teams. We're all tied up at 1. 60 seconds left. Let's see who can come away with the game-winning goal. Nixter bounces it off the ceiling. KMK kind of gets caught flying dead stick there. Joda sends it in towards the back corner, and it's coming across now. A little bit of an open moment. Joda wants a center. He's going to get it, but nothing too dangerous to handle for Sub-Zero as he clears it out. Near the center as it goes off the ceiling. Grabs that big boost. Sends it on towards the backboard. KMK wants another 1-2 pass. Matt with a shot, but a nice save by Sub-Zero. Give him an epic one on the day. Less than 30 seconds to go. Sub-Zero, he's got a savior medal as he's got 3 for his team now. Encroaching in on the center. And less than 20 seconds to go. We might be looking at overtime here if no one can generate that chance. Wanting a center, this might be dangerous. KMK off the backboard. Joda can't get the shot. Now it might be able to be turned the other way. It's just Matt left to go on defense. He gets the touch. One more touch. That was a double commit there. It's going to bounce off the wall. This one looks like it might be coming down. We're in overtime for game 1.
Wow, what a way to start the season 1. Game 1 tied 1-1, goes into overtime. Gonna be pretty exciting here. I think that I'm gonna have to go with SCG in overtime, just a little bit faster, a little bit harder on the touches. They keep just banging the ball downfield, and it seems to work for them. Gives them some good offensive pressure, and 7 really need to figure out what their style of game here is and play to it.
I think you're right. This one's encroaching just over the top. Nixter gets the goal. N7 Phantoms B take game 1 with the overtime finisher. A nice little setup in Nixter coming in to finish it off.
Yeah, really, really good read by Nixter there. Shuts me up immediately. N7 Phantoms taking game 1 in the series. Best of 5 series, by the way, for those of you who may not know. Really good pass there from the opposite corner as well. Really thought that KMK was going to have the clear out, but Team SCG fall here in game 1. Going to see if N7 Phantoms can complete the sweep with 2 more wins, or if SCG is going to be able to take a game or 2 off of them.
So pretty solid start for Phantoms. They come away with the early win. Taking a look at your MVP of the match, you got Sub-Zero. 3 saves. 3 saves for the day, and the assist on one of the goals there for you. One thing to notice is Phantoms were outshot by SCG there, 6-3. So SCG had twice the shots, but only came away with 1 goal. And sometimes, it's not just about how many shots you're able to take. If you're not placing them right, the shots are almost, you're not able to capitalize. It's almost worthless if you're not able to make something happen for it. But a good win for Phantoms there.
Yeah, really excited to see in game 2 if SCG is a little more patient on defense. The hard and fast challenges on defense were working well for them in the first half of the game, but led to a couple of double commits and also a little bit of leaving the net too early as third man later on in the second half of that game, which I think is why they ended up losing in overtime. Just 2 people committed in the corner, and then I believe it was Matt was left in net, but he wasn't on the far post. He was stuck in the middle of the net, a little bit overcommitted as a third man. SCG's got to still play fast, but pick the right time to play fast in order to take down N7B. Let's get into game 2.
And another 5 minutes in, just off the bat, Joda gets it in for goal number 1. He says, we don't like the results of the last game. We're changing it up immediately. An opening goal just under the crossbar, gets it in the center, and a nice start. An early goal for Joda.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering if it's Joda or Yoda, just because it is that South American team. But oh my gosh, right off the bat, 2 seconds in, an answer coming from Sub-Zero. Just an unfortunate happening for KMK on the kickoff. Doesn't land early enough to get the jump. and Sub-Zero just slams it on the top of his car and pinches it into the net.
This game, too, looking like something spicy here. So 1-1 very quickly on as we just passed 15 seconds into the match. Ball coming back in towards the blue zone. This could be dangerous. Sub-Zero wants a backboard pass. Isn't quite going to get it. A nice little bump by Yoda there. Bouncing back in towards the center. Gets cleared out. Just trying to buy time right now as Manny sends it on, but it just hits the backboard and bounces back in towards the corner. A little bit of a dangerous play as KMK tries to get a little fancy with it. Yoda will flick it up forward. Manny gets a touch on it, sends it off the ceiling. Gets pinched. It's flying back in towards the center of the field. Yoda wants it. Sub-Zero not able to get a touch, and Matt gets a 1-2 tic-tac play on it, but it goes back in towards this corner. We're just now passing 1 minute into the game, and it feels like we're having a lot more action than we did in game one. So we'll have to see if that keeps up as this ball gets sent back into the corner. Taking a look at the stats so far, 2 shots for Phantoms and 1 shot for SCG, so not much offense happening so far. But it is still early on. Lots of time to make something happen as this ball comes across Matt. Can't quite get that one on goal. Gets sent back off the backboard again. SCG just trying to threaten on offense here. Bates one. Yoda can't get it over. Nixter with a nice little save. But can they get save number 2? Yes, he can. A nice save and a nice clear. Might have accidentally touched it into the wrong spot, though. The back post shot. Yoda comes away with goal number 2.
Yeah, really good play here, and it looks like N7 fall victim to SCG's issue from last game. Just I couldn't quite catch who was on that near post, but they just left far post a little too early there, covering not enough of the net and not able to get up quick enough. Good placement on the shot from Yoda there for Team SCG, going up again pretty early in this game. 3 minutes left to play, and let's see if N7 Phantoms are going to fall to SCG this round or if they're going to be able to take game number 2.
Ball's in a little bit of a dangerous spot. SCG has to get organized as they need to clear that ball out, buy themselves some time. They get a touch on it, goes into the corner. That'll buy them just a little bit as their boost respawns, but they don't want to have it taken away, and they keep it away from Nixter, who's been solid so far in this match. This ball's coming up. Looks for the 50-50. Sub-Zero able to push it forward, comes into the center of the field. Matt is there to send it right back, and 2 members of Phantoms actually bump into each other, and that's when you start to look at, you got to look at communication and knowing where your teammates are. If you're ever crashing into each other, that means one person is probably not where they need to be, at least as this ball bounces into the corner.
Yeah, and teammate awareness is something that you're not going to see a lot of in the mid to high diamond. Maybe at Champ 1 these days, you start getting a little bit more teammate awareness. But honestly, a lot of people just forget that that right stick exists and that you're able to look around the field for your teammates and opponents. So it's going to happen a little bit more, and I'm excited to see it happen and it lead to a goal at some point.
We'll have to see how this breaks down as we just have about less than 2 minutes to go here in Game 2. SCG leading 2-1 over Phantoms right now. Andy to Titan has to fall back here as this ball's coming at his crossbar. Matt wants a shot, doesn't get the touch. Going to come along the wall, and we have a lot of members crashing for it. Nixter wants to clear. He's going to get it. KMK is back to receive. Gets a touch on it, but that's bouncing in a dangerous spot. Manny's going to take advantage and tie this game up with 1:31 left to go.
Yeah, it was a really interesting choice from KMK there. Comes up on the backboard before the ball gets there, so he's completely landed, lets that ball just land flat on his car. Needs to either let that ball bounce and then put it to the outside or meet it on the wall for a pinch. Possibly what he was trying to accomplish there. Just ended up not being able to accomplish it. Ends up being a pretty free goal for Manny and N7 Phantoms B. Now we're tied at 2-2 with 1:15 left to play.
Might be looking at another overtime match if the game continues the way it is right now. SCG playing on defense right now as this ball rolls up along the wall. Orange needs to get back now. They're needing to play some defense, but they can't. Yoda, give him a hat trick for the day off of 6 shots.
Yeah, get those hats flying on the field because Yoda's putting another one in and with force. Manny almost gets there in time to force it up. Unfortunately, just not quite there. The speed from SCG definitely on display there. Yoda puts in his 3rd, and now they've got the lead, but a minute left to play. Plenty of time for N7 Phantoms to bring it back.
Comes across the center line, and Manny, I'm not sure that's the touch he was looking for. They demo KMK, say, no, we need more time to think about this ball. As this ball comes in towards the center. And it's flicked on back in towards the blue zone. Back in towards center field. And it looks like Phantom's just trying to figure out what they can do right now. They don't want to give the ball away. They don't want to give him anything easy right now as the ball bounces off the blue back wall. Yoda flicks it on. He tries to bicycle it away, and it actually works out for him. A little bit of a creative play. And the ball coming into a dangerous spot. Matt can't take a shot from it. 20 seconds left to go. If Phantoms want to get a goal, they're going to need to do it fast. Ball rolling around the corner. Matt doing a very good job to not only eat up time, but try to keep possession of the ball. Yoda with another shot just bounces off the back wall. Sub-Zero, he gets a touch. They try to counterattack as the final seconds tick down. Matt gets the clearing effort. The touch. It's up in the air. Can they bring it down? Yoda just needs this ball to touch the ground. Sub-Zero just barely keeps it up as it rolls down, but not enough. And SCG will come away with a Game 2 victory.
SCG tie up the series, and it's beginning to heat up here. 3-2 win here in Game 2, bringing the series to an even 1-1. Matt, a little quiet that game. Didn't really say his name much, and it shows on the scoreboard, 90 points as opposed to Yoda's 599 and KMK's 266. N7 Phantoms a little bit more well-rounded there, but look at that goal line defense. 6 saves off of 10 shots from SCG, which means SCG are also shooting pretty accurately. Only 1 shot not accounted for, hitting the post and not necessarily being on frame. But definitely, if Matt can also step it up along with the rest of SCG and play that fast style of gameplay, they're going to be unstoppable for the rest of this series.
Yeah, and it will be interesting as we go into Game 3 here to see how, if at all, these teams try to change up their gameplay. I mean, SCG coming away with 10 shots, hitting double-digit shots there to Phantom's 5, again, doubling their shots. And so what I'm going to be looking for is how do Phantoms respond to that offensive pressure that SCG has going right now? How can they work around that? And can they figure out the hole in this SCG defense when they're being so heavily pressured?
I think that the plan for N7 Phantoms here has to be a little counterintuitive. I think that you just need to hit big banging clears all the way down to the blue half of the field and then play with the ball there. SCG not very great on their shadow defensive skills. We've only really seen one opportunity from Matt where it went really well. And, they can capitalize on those mistakes because there are a lot of mistakes coming out from both teams. You can see with the confidence of the players going up for the ball that they're used to hitting a lot of these aerials and a lot of these ground balls that they're going for. But I think maybe the nerves of it being the first season match are getting to them a little bit, missing by mere centimeters a lot of times.
We'll have to see if they can cool it down just a little bit. But our first demo goes to KMK as Manny is delivering it. As the ball gets cleared out. And we had 2 goals in Game 2 by now, but this time the game's a little more slowly. But the curse of the caster, Manny the Titan comes away with goal number 1 in Game 3 and puts Phantoms up 1-0 very quickly here.
Yeah, just an unfortunate touch there from Yoda. He's coming back on the backboard playing shadow defense. He's got 2 teammates in the net ready to play defense. Let your teammates play the face-up defense. Either go up and around the ball on the backboard or go down and around on those small boost pads. Get some boost, get into the far post, get that rotation in check. Really just bad defensive miscue there from SCG leads to an early goal for N7 Phantoms.
Now SCG playing from behind as the ball gets cleared back in towards the orange corner. They need to find a way. Matt wants a center. His teammates are not really in position to be able to capitalize on that, so Sub-Zero will clear it out. But Yoda says, no, I'll send it right back to you. And that's, I think, something you might want to avoid if you're potentially in the diamond rank. It's just like the giveaway clears to where you just no longer have possession, because if you're always giving it away on the clear, you're not going to be able to find any opportunities, because that means you're waiting for a mistake to happen. And at least in the lower ranks that can work out, but once you start getting to that higher play, not so much of a pure strategy. Yeah. However, this ball dangerously coming in just off the crossbar. Another shot coming. Manny gets goal number 2, locking on, and he gets another lead goal for his team.
Yeah, just a double commit there coming out from SCG. I wish I could see back like about 3 seconds before the replay started to see what caused the double commit, but either way, Gotta trust your teammates to go for the ball on defense. If you both go for the ball, it's going to lead to a pretty bad play there. But Matt almost gets an opportunity to even things up. Let's see if they can do
Another
it
shot
here.
coming just off the post, and it gets pinched out. Almost a chance to cut the lead in half there. Another shot coming. They need to get back, but they're not going to be able to. Sub-Zero with a nice little precise shot to the back post.
Yeah, and again, keep saying it, just back post, back post, back post. Yoda there caught out in the middle of the goalie box, in the middle of the net. Back post, that's an easy save. SCG really have to get these rotations into check.
Exactly 3 minutes left to go here with a 3-goal lead for Phantoms. A minute per goal if SCG wants to try and equalize it. KMK, he's got an open net, and they're on the right track just like that. And now they're only down by 2 with 2:46 left to go. They find some open space here.
Yeah, I think that was a flip instead of a double jump by Manny, but even so, Manny committing very early there, had plenty of time and space to let KMK bring that shot in a little bit, maybe play a little shadow defense. Unfortunately, lets him take the easy shot and the easy goal. Now cuts the lead to 2. Let's see if SCG can put another one in quick.
Off the kickoff there was almost a goal-scoring opportunity, but nothing. And the missed aerial is going to allow Yoda to get a touch on it. Double commit there from SCG. Field still opens up. A lot of members running around with no boost here on the field, so everyone's going to kind of come back and regroup and say, we'll come back later. As the ball bounces in front of the orange box. Gets cleared out. Matt will come and get a touch on it. He's low on boost now. Sub-Zero tries to flick it towards the center, but only Yoda is there to receive. A nice little flick on ahead. Tries to pass it to himself, but Nixter breaking up the play very nicely. It's sent on back towards the blue backboard. KMK gets a nice clearing touch. Who's going to get there first as Matt tries to wrap around, sends it in towards the opposite corner. Tries to get a touch, can't quite find it. Yoda looking to center it up. He gets a flick, bouncing ball, dangerous spot. Both Nixter and Sub-Zero going for that one, and it's sent across now along the wall. We're moving a little slowly here as we're just reaching about a minute and a half left to go. Dangerous spot. Matt gets the clear into the corner. SCG needs to start finding something.
Yeah, if they don't strike soon, they're going to be down and out for game 3. Down 1-2, or tied 1-1 in the series right now. This is game 3, and it looks like they might drop it and then go down in the series. Minute and 15 left. They definitely can get 2 goals here, but they're going to be wanting to score pretty quickly.
Yeah, and if you've heard me cast before, I'm a big believer of anything's possible. But again, the longer you wait, the harder it gets for you as this ball heads up towards the center. Trying to aim for that opposite post. KMK might have a chance to do something special here. Looks for some small aerial play. Just a small one, of course. As it comes back again, Matt gets a touch off the back wall. Yoda wants the finish here. Sends it off the backboard. They're looking for the finish. Unfortunate bounce, but they get it nonetheless. KMK puts them back within 1 with 42 seconds left.
What an absolute crazy way to get a goal. Lead cut down to 1. Fat lady hasn't sung yet. She might be in her dressing room warming up, but she has not been called out to sing just quite yet. 42 seconds left to play for SCG to force an overtime. 2 goals would win it in regulation if they do hold N7 Phantoms to 3. See if SCG can pull it out. This is exciting.
30 seconds left. Let's see if they can do it. Yoda goes down, so he's going to be needing to respawn real quickly. That's going to take some very much needed time away from this offensive attack. Matt just trying to keep it in the zone. Yoda gets a shot, but it's deflected off towards the side. He's racing to try and get to that boost. Matt gets there first. It's centered up. Nixter doesn't get the clear, so Matt might have a chance to do something dirty. Gets centered up and just trying to keep it alive. The final seconds are now over. Matt flicks it up, or Yoda, excuse me, flicks it up, still alive as it goes into the corner. Nixter just trying to get it down in towards the corner, pinched up, and Phantoms come away with a win in game number 3. That was a good game to watch right there.
Yeah, Phantom's able to hold on, do a really good job of holding on to that lead. A little bit panicky at the end there, as we could see from the second goal that SCG was able to put in. But SCG doing pretty well considering their ping situation. I do have to agree with patrollers in the chat that they're playing very well for their ping. You know, we've seen SCG miss balls by an inch or two, and we've seen them put Ball's wide, just barely, and it kind of makes you wonder, if they did have the 28, the 50, the 60 ping that the N7 Phantoms have, if they would be just dominating or if it would still be the same story here.
Yeah, and I mean, you take a look at the stats. The SCG is still able to generate an offense. 8 shots is nothing to just dismiss. They're still generating opportunities, and they're able to find gaps in this Phantoms team. Phantoms coming away with a victory, but you can't let it go to your head when you're facing a team like SCG right here. Alrighty. We got game number 4 coming up. Phantoms have won 2. SCG has won 1. Phantoms having the opportunity to put it away right here. SCG fighting to stay alive here in the first match of the inaugural season. 5 minutes on the clock again. Let's do it. KMK with the opening kickoff touch. Sends it down. Manny will try and clear it out. Now, I think what we're going to be looking for, at least what I'm going to be looking for, is a goal off of Matt right off the bat here. 8 seconds in and an early lead for SCG.
Well, I'm glad to hear you found what you were looking for. Matt comes in with the speed. Sub-Zero rotates to far post there, takes an interesting route to get there, and just has no momentum to make the save. Tries the last second ditch effort flip. Can't quite get it away. So Matt strikes early. 1-0 for SCG in game 4. Definitely don't want to be sent packing on stream for the inaugural series on stream.
Just fighting to stay alive. Matt, who's been a little bit quiet in the past few matches, it's good to see him get some participation. And he actually should have had a goal in the last match, but that was the one where he hit KMK into the ball, which gave him the goal, gave him credit for the goal, which is, you almost call him a snake at that point.
Yeah, like, thanks for showing me what a fake friend looks like.
Opening shot, a nice save from Yoda on the crossbar. Another bouncing ball. They need to get the clear, and they do. What a save by Yoda, just getting the pinch underneath the crossbar to keep that ball from going in. Those are the highlight reel plays you need on defense.
Yeah, really good save there off of a great shot. Hope to see more shots like that come out as the season moves along. These players all, of course, are starting out in the diamond-ish range. There are a couple of plats and golds, I believe, in the league in the lower divisions, but mostly in the diamond low champ 1 range. And it's going to be exciting to see these players grow throughout the season. Hopefully we're seeing, full-on just champ 2 gameplay from everybody by the end of the season. That would be really exciting.
And I think that's going to be that's just fun for everyone when you get to watch players grow and improve in the process. That's just part of the whole fun of the entire thing, and that's what we love to see. But this ball coming around in towards the orange corner, Yoda wants to center it up, tries to pinch it off the bottom corner, but isn't able to find what he's looking for. KMK wants to pass back, but he gets bumped off the ball. Nixter, with no boost, is going to try to set something up here off the ceiling, and doesn't have anything to really make that happen as the ball comes back at his own goal. And KMK just trying to contest on defense. You know what I'm seeing a lot from Phantoms here is they're utilizing the bump play a lot, but it might be catching them off guard here. KMK able to put in goal number 2 here with 2:44 left to go.
Yeah, a really good play here from Yoda and just both players from N7 Phantoms on that near post. This one thing that I tell the people that I do replay reviews for, if I ever coach or they ask me for advice, I'm like, listen, dump your girlfriend, divorce your wife, whatever significant other you may have, you are now in a committed relationship with the back post. That is your dearly beloved, and these teams need to learn that because there are so many goals that just would not have gone in this series if they just stuck on the back post.
No bigger truth has been spoken as the ball comes back in towards the Phantoms defensive end. They need to get another clear here. Yoda able to hold up that 50-50, but Manny backing up his teammate and just trying to get the clear out over the halfway point. It's a 2-goal lead for SCG. Phantoms playing from behind as they are ahead 2-1 in the series. KMK coming down here. He gets a touch, able to work around 2, the double commit. So Nixter caught by himself for just a moment. Not able to get the center he's looking for there. Nixter not fully able to clear it out. Yoda with a shot and the missed touch by Manny. Yoda give him goal number 1 now. Everyone on SCG getting on the scoreboard.
Yeah, good opening plays here from SCG. A little over half the game gone, and they just put in their third there. Manny rotating through the net, can't quite turn around to get back to it. And N7 Phantoms look like they are in trouble in this game. SCG do not want to be sent home early on stream. They want this game 5 forced, and they're going to prove that they deserve to be here, even all the way from South America.
3-goal lead, trying to make it 4, and they will. Matt, give him another one on the day. He's now got 2 goals off of his 3 shots, and a nice little shot from all the way in his own zone. The long angle, and he gets it in. And going for the cycle is Yoda, actually. He's got 1 goal, 2 assists, a save off of 3 shots there. So playing very well for his team. 4-goal lead. That could have been the nail in the coffin. Again, anything can happen if you let it go to you. Yoda with another big shot, or another big save, excuse me, off a very quick shot there on the near post. Minute and a half left to go as the ball gets touched off the ceiling, and this one's awkwardly bouncing in towards the orange goalie box there. And this is I think this is one of those moments where you kind of just wait for someone to get an early touch on it.
Yeah, a lot of the issues that are going to... Oh, wow.
Oh, my
what
goodness,
a read by
Nickster.
Nick. Let's look at it again. Oh, just absolutely beautiful car control there. Gets up quick, gets the early read, turns the car over, sends it down, and it gets slammed home. Unfortunately, it's the first goal of 4 that they would need, but it is definitely a morale booster for this N7 team.
A nice dunk is never not appreciated. We can say that much around here. Less than a minute to go, though, and SCG just needs to play some solid defense here. And I think you're going to see Phantoms pushing for the final moments at the very least here. Nixter sends it off towards the corner. Bouncing ball. KMK gets a touch. Manny sends it back off the backboard. Wants another touch. Isn't going to get it. That was another chance for Nixter, but it just got cleared away. Back off the orange back wall. Yoda looks for a center. A touch coming, but it goes wide of the net. Less than 30 seconds to go, so it's looking like SCG is going to be able to hold on to this lead and force a game 5. So the question then becomes, what will be the key to coming away with a victory, as both of these teams have gone back and forth, both in each game and literally in the matches?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's hard for me to figure out what the key for each team to win is going to be. Matt with a beautiful wall shot, reads it perfectly, sends it home on net. Off of his own clear, too. I thought that was actually a pass from a teammate. Really good shot here from Matt. But I think the key is just going to be composure. I think it's going to be the team that breaks down and loses their composure first is going to lose. Composure means so much on these stream games whenever you're not used to playing on stream and at this really volatile rank as well.
You know, I think that makes sense there, and I think also this is a good learning opportunity, for both the players in the game and for those of you who are watching with us. You can always have something to learn from the teams that you're watching, because you very rarely, I think, people go back and watch their own gameplay, but when you watch other people play, you can transfer that kind of skill and style into your own gameplay, or you can see the mistakes that other people are making. You know, like, I think I might do that too. And both the good things. I mean, we definitely saw some good plays here too. So you can always have something to take away. Take it as a coaching moment.
Yeah, one thing that I've noticed with these 6 players that I feel like I've seen all 6 of them do at least once is they'll see a ball going up that's difficult for someone on the opposing team to hit. And instead of either reading the hit or reading the miss, they sit in between the positions of the hit and the miss, trying to play both positions. If you're under the ball already, just play for the miss. Let your teammates behind you, trust your teammates behind you to play for the hit, and just play for the miss. Because if they miss, you're in a great position to create an opportunity. And if they hit it, your teammates are going to take care of it, and you can just rotate back. But whenever you just sit there out of position, you're doing nothing for your team.
A good point there. And one thing to note, SCG have outshot Phantoms on every single game so far. Yet Phantoms, they had 5 shots last game, and at least if each one goes in, they actually stay within range to tie, if not win that game. So it's still anyone's match as we head into game 5 here. Anyone's match. Again, drop it in the chat. Let's see some hype. Let's see who you think is going to come out with a Game 5 victory as we have the final 5 minutes between these two teams up on the clock as Yoda looks for the clear off the back wall. This ball's moving fast, and it's moving quickly as we just start Game 5 here. A nice little center. Matt not quite at the right angle to take a shot from it. Comes back in towards the center, though. He gets it there as he rolls back around with it.
Yeah, really, really good control from Matt here. Matt has kind of awoken in these last couple of games. Good speed to turn around and get the shot on it. Does have that champion reward from Season 14, but I believe he's one of the diamond players, actually, for the team. So get a confirmation here on that.
Ball bouncing in across the orange box here, and Manny looking for a setup effort. Sub-Zero sends it off the back wall. Yoda wants a clear. Can't quite get it, but Matt might have another goal scoring chance. You have 4 players going across center field there. Sub-Zero sends it on towards the back wall. 1 minute gone, almost, as we have SCG leading early on here over Phantoms with 1-0. This ball's bouncing in a dangerous spot. Nixter can't quite clear out KMK. A nice little save as he heads into the back of his own goal. Well done from KMK to get the first save for his team.
Yeah, really good save there, and I did get confirmation Matt is a Diamond 3, was picked up as a Diamond 3 for this league team, so nothing fishy going on there. Just, a Diamond 3 that used to be champ back in Season 14. Playing like that makes sense as well. A little inconsistent, not playing super well in Game 1 and 2. Game 3 and 4 definitely much better, and here in Game 5, of course, has the lone goal. That was almost just changed right there, but he does make a great save to hold the scoreline at 1-0.
Still a dangerous ball coming in. Nixter not able to get the dunk he's looking for. He had one last game, can't quite get it there. Yoda with a nice little flick clear. Gets it out to KMK. Sub-Zero wrapping back to try and be ready on defense for his team. Nixter sends it on ahead. Yoda's there to get a touch on it. Less than 3 minutes to go. Ball goes towards the opposite corner here on the blue end. KMK. Manny almost gets baited there. KMK showing a nice little patient play in his own zone. Sometimes it pays off, but it can also be risky, and it paid off for him there. Yoda gets a touch. Doesn't get the boost, though. He's going to have to go back for it. Matt, a nice little save. Nothing too difficult for him to handle. Remember, Nixter still wants to keep knocking on the door here. Another ball coming. Looking for the centering pass. Yoda able to hold up nicely there. Just passing the halfway point. I think we've had the least amount of goals scored in this match, or excuse me, this game here. Only 1 goal as we pass the halfway point. So definitely a slower offensive game for both teams. 4 shots for Phantoms, 1 for SCG.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to have to still continue with my call that SCG is going to take this. I know every time I say that, they end up getting scored on like immediately, but I just think that they're playing the better Rocket League right now. And, oh man, KMK with the KS. Oh, wow. What an absolutely beautiful play here from Yoda. Gets his car over the ball, turns the hood down on it, gets some speed. KMK comes in, steals the goal. Thief. Thief. No, it was a good secure. It was a good secure. It's in a tight spot. Your Game 5. If I'm your teammate, I'm telling you to go ahead and steal that from me. I just want the goal.
Matt gets 1 save, can't get 2. Manny comes away with goal number 1 to cut the lead in half. SCG leading 2-1 now over Phantoms. Phantoms not giving up, though. Well done to continue the pressure off. And sometimes those rebound plays, if you're not there for the rebound, you're throwing away a huge opportunity. So very well done. Man. This ball rolls up along the wall off the kickoff. And Yoda, nice little bicycle. I think that's his 2nd bike of the day. Can always respect a good little bike. This ball bouncing in a very dangerous spot, needs to get to clear out. SCG does. And now they're racing back to try and see if they can start an offense. Matt gets a touch. Manny gets the easy little save there. 3 saves from Matt in SCG. So he's got a medal on that side. Only 4 shots for SCG. Again, a very quiet offensive game for them right now to Phantom 6. Sub-Zero yet to take a shot. He's relatively quiet on the opposite end. Just about 1 minute left to go. here, as Phantoms still need 1 goal to keep this game alive, and so that they are not falling in the opening match here. Ball in the orange corner, looking to just try and create something. Well, demos here, KMK falls. 2 demos, Matt goes down. However, Manny can't quite find the dribble he's looking for. Just now, 40 seconds left to go. Sub-Zero sends it off the back wall. Matt's going to get it clear. Nice job for Sub-Zero to angle himself. This might be a chance. Nixter bumped off, getting physical on the field. I like it. I like the energy we see with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, it's definitely heating up here. The N7 Phantoms know that they need a goal. SCG knows they need to hold the goal. So let's see if N7 Phantoms are going to be able to put it away.
Just maybe looking for the back post. Can't quite get it. Just less than 20 seconds to go. This ball's flicked up, looking to get a securing goal. Manny, give them another save, but they need a goal. 5 seconds left. It continues to tick down. Manny needs to keep it alive. Sub-Zero, not able to touch, and SCG are your victors for match number 1. They come away on top with your MVP of the match going to Matt, who, like you said, very much became awoken in the last couple games here. SCG, your final game for 2-1, a match score of 3-2. I can't ask for a better way, really, to start off the season.
Yeah, really good play. Obviously, the ping issue is going to come into play and into effect throughout the season. My personal opinion is that it doesn't matter too much when you're sitting in the 100s. I can see KMK having an issue being up near 200. It is going to throw off a couple of hits here and there, but a lot of the times it's going to be mostly playable. And SCG have shown us that it is possible for them to play with that ping here in the league. N7 Phantoms, definitely not a bad team by any means, and now going to be moving on into the next game next week with a nice win under their belt. Going to hope to improve to 2-0 on the season. N7 Phantoms going to be looking to tie up their series record to 1-1. We'll see what they have in store for us next week. For now, we are moving on into the Division 2 matchups that we have that start in 3 minutes. We're very close here.
Yeah, so you're going to be looking at Heatwave versus Rapid Fire Esports. The bar has been set now. As you stay with us, the bar has been set as far as the hype and the energy we're looking for. Hopefully, it'll continue as we move forward. One thing I got to say that I really liked about SCG was that every team member got involved. You know, it wasn't just one person standing out or, you know, one player trying to make all the plays. Is that through each game, they all contributed in their own way, whether it was from, you know, setting up the offense, being able to secure the goals, or even playing well on defense. I think they all did a good job doing their part on both ends of the field there.
Yeah, SCG just ended up being the faster team, I think, and I think both teams made probably the same amount of mistakes. SCG was just a little faster, used their boost a little more effectively to counteract their own mistakes, and used it to win Game 5. Very close series. Would love to see those two teams play again.
A very good game. And as we look into game number 2 here, as we start to move in between different divisions, again, try to not especially if you're watching, you know, if you're a player watching, you know, try to learn from it. This is a good opportunity to learn and move forward, especially early on in the season. There's a lot of room to improve. There's a lot of room to improve and improve yourself as a player, but also get better as a team. And if you can understand where your gaps are as a team, that means you can improve and be more effective as you move forward.
Yeah, it's also beneficial if you're playing in the league. A little scouting opportunity coming up now for Division 2 players. We're going to have Heatwave versus Rapid Fire Esports. Monkey claiming that these two could be the top 2 teams in Division 2. I have not really looked at the rosters or the stats of these teams yet. Let's go ahead and move on into the tail of the tape, see what we've got going on series number 2 here. Words are really hard.
Alrighty, Heatwave and Rapid Fire. You take a look at Heatwave. You got I have to. Words are hard for me too. Names are.
Yeah.
Live 7, Ethan, and Emmanuel taking on David, Ultimo, and Jitch. I hope I'm not. I'm gonna say Jitch. I'm gonna go Jitch unless I'm corrected. Hopefully, they usually correct me in chat if I ever just totally butcher it, which I am very thankful for doing that for me. But you got some range on rapid fire there. You got champ, diamond, and plat, and then on the other side, Heatwave. You're looking at all diamonds, at least on the starting lineup that we have here. I think it'll be
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Sorry.
It's gonna be kind of a question of, is David going to be able to outweigh the mistakes of Jitch well enough to battle against a foundational diamond team? And we're gonna have to see how these diamonds play as well, because if they're all playing right at that top diamond 1, low diamond 2 range, they absolutely can come in and beat this rapid fire team. They definitely need to avoid getting in their own head about there being a champ on the other team. But Jitch with that platinum too, if that is a true and accurate rank of Jitch's skill, could be a detriment, because if you're David and if you're Ultimo, you're used to your teammates playing a certain way, even in solo queue. And I'm not sure how often these guys play together. And, if David's trying to hit the ball, assuming that his teammates are going to be one place, then they're in a different place because those players are thinking that the ball's going to Y place because that's where normally their teammates hit the ball. It's going to create a little bit of chaos. Let's see if these two teams can figure it out. Got Heatwave versus Rapid Fire coming in for match 2. Toast, did you want to take the play-by-play again, or you want to swap off? Up to you, my friend.
I'll take it again, my friend. I'll take it again. We can keep on. We can keep on grooving. Looks like we have just a little bit of hesitation here. Heatwave didn't have all their players on the field as the game got started here, so it looks like we're gonna have to quickly restart the match potentially. I think that's what we're gonna be looking at doing. We might have to. Yeah, I was wondering what the admins were gonna want to say about that one. So we'll have a quick little restart as we jump into it. It's like it never happened. It's like it never happened. And I think we'll be okay. So we'll rejoin up. We'll get back into the lobbies, and we'll be all right there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a hiccup. It does happen from time to time, but we're gonna be just getting the lobby set back up. Already set back up because Nas is absolutely insane. All right.
Alrighty. So again, best of 5 matchup for these two teams, and we'll see who comes out on top. And you're gonna have Heatwave on the blue side, Rapid Fire on orange. And for some people, it doesn't really matter what side you play on. Personally, I prefer playing on the blue side. That's just me. I don't know. It's kind of a good luck thing for me. I feel like I do better on that side.
I feel like I play better on the orange side simply because I'm mostly looking at the blue side then, and it's a little less bright. Color's a little bit easier to deal with on the eyes, I guess.
That makes sense.
Maybe
for me, it's a teammate thing. I guess I can recognize my teammates easier. So, and for me, my awareness is already garbage enough. So, any assist I can get, I'll take. Alrighty, now we got the teams going back where we need them to. Heatwave on the blue side, Rapid Fire on orange. You're looking at Ethan, Manuel, and Monowers, and David. Imp. Oh my goodness, that one's gonna hurt me a little bit. Ultimate.
Let's just call him Imp.
Imp. I like Imp. An early save here as we have the opening kickoff. One thing to notice is, at least when we compared to SCG, you got some ping action going on here. Both teams have a little relatively higher pings. So we'll see if that makes an impact at all as we get this game going. So right now, feeling out the team, seeing who can do what as the teams try each other out, as the ball heads in towards the opposite corner. Not able to get the shot. David was looking for it, but couldn't find it. Imp trying to set something up here. Nice little 50-50, bouncing in a very dangerous spot. Imp, nice tip off the backboard, creating some space there. That's what you need. And that's what you have to avoid whenever the ball is in a spot like that. You can't freeze right there. You got to know how to respond when everyone is just away from the ball, and the only way you can come at it is from an attacking angle. Ball coming around here. Dangerous one, and that comes in. Ethan gets your first goal of the series. 3 shots in less than 2 minutes here. In less than a minute and a half, really. And Ethan comes away with an early goal for Heatwave.
Yeah, opens up the scoring pretty early on there. Also wanted to apologize about leaving you hanging just a second ago. You caught me right in the middle of a yawn.
No worries, no worries. Manuel comes away with a nice little touch. Ethan coming away with 2 goals. A nice little tip forward. I like that pass 1-2 play here. Manuel gets the clear and just enough of a flick forward catches David off of the wraparound.
Yeah, you know, we love kickoff goals in Rocket League. Everyone loves kickoff goals.
They're the best thing ever. Honestly, they're more fun than the actual gameplay. Who wants to actually, set up a play and have an offensive when you can just have a kickoff goal?
Sounds legit to me.
Off the corner here, Ethan trying to find some control. Manowers trying to just get the clear, and he will. Imp falling back to grab some boost. David showing some nice little car control here, and we'll clear it out. Just trying to find a basis here. We still haven't been able to see much from Rapid Fire, as they've been scored on twice early on here, so we're still trying to feel out how they can set up this offense. Ball comes across the center line. Imp bouncing it off the side, looking for a pass here. This might be a chance. The mate, not the most impressive play you'd see there. I think he wanted a little more out of that touch, but he didn't find it. David flicks it on ahead one more time. Ethan is on the backboard, but a shot coming, and they find the upper 90.
Yeah, I don't think anyone for Heatwave was ready for Ethan to make that touch. Both Manuel and Minors both were going up to try and hit that ball, and Ethan makes the touch. Ends up being a pass right out to the center of the net. Lead cut in half with about half the game left remaining.
And off the kickoff, this ball heading in towards the orange corner. Imp will pinch it off the ground here. Ethan just has it go over his head, and so this will be a chance for David to send it forward. An awkward bouncing ball, but Manuel able to handle it well and gets him a save. Ethan, the only one to have shots for Heatwave. He's got 4 on the day so far. This ball coming in at a weird angle could be catching him off guard as it's held up at midfield. David with a shot, nothing too difficult for Manuel. He's got 3 saves for his team now, off of 2 assists. And sometimes that's all you need is somebody to play good goalie for the team.
Yeah, and that is something that you'll start seeing at the higher ranks of tourney teams and whatnot. They will actually have someone that is a designated attacker and designated defender. You know, if you get the ball, you're banging it upfield to your attacker, or if you're the attacker, you know, you're going to be making quick cuts on the rotation to stay upfield and try and stay in the play. Here, it's a little bit more, when it happens, but it is something that is a viable strategy if it's done correctly. Not like that.
Just under a minute and a half left to go. 1 goal down. Rapid Fire needs to find something here if they want to equalize and not find themselves losing game 1 here early on in the series. David wrapping around, looks to center it up. A nice little pass with a nice little finish on beautiful 1-2 play here from Rapid Fire.
Whew, just really good speed there. 69 miles an hour coming in off that ground shot. Thought it was going to be shanked to the left, honestly, with the approach angle, but he does do a good job of getting it on net and through the defenders.
This ball finds itself at the hands of David. He sends it in the back corner. So we're all equalized up here with 60 seconds left to go. Well, 50 by the time I finish that sentence. This ball's wrapping around. David, again, trying to find a little angle here. He gets bumped a little bit, but still applying pressure as Manuel just trying to find something to do with the ball. Ethan looks to pinch it off his own wall. Sends it on ahead, but David is there to keep the pressure alive. This one heading on goal. Manowars gets a save for it. So he's got his first save of the day for his team. Wrapping around, looking to center it up one more time, and well, with a nice little clear. 6 shots for this Rapid Fire team to Ethan's 7 for Heatwave. And cleared out one more time. So it's looking pretty quiet here in the final moments of regulation. The final 10 seconds will tick down, and it's looking like we're going to be heading into overtime unless David might be able to find something here. He flicks it on up. It's going to go off the back wall. Tries to keep it alive, and it's still in the air. Can they do something with it? And it's touched the other way. Manuel, nice job clearing it out. So overtime again here in the first season. We love the excitement.
Yeah, really good comeback plays from Rapid Fire. I think I'm going to have to give this game to Heatwave, though, just a little bit faster, a little bit more well-rounded on the pitch. And as I say it, they finish it up 3-2 here, 13 seconds into overtime. Heatwave taking game number 1 in the series. Moving on to game number 2 now. Will they be able to take game number 2, or will they fall to Rapid Fire?
We'll have to take a look at it. Manuel gonna be your guardian angel with 1 epic save and 3 saves total with 3 assists, assisting in all 3 goals there for Heatwave. Gotta give him some credit there. Ethan, the main force on the offense, 4 shots, 2 goals for it. And Manowars, he gets 1 goal, 2 saves off of 1 shot. So he went 1 for 1 on the offense today. Rapid Fire, still pretty dangerous though. 7 shots on the offensive. And Ultimate went 2 for 3 on the offensive category. David, I think, is a good setup player to look for. I think we saw him have some really good setups there for Rapid Fire. So got to make sure he's contained if you're on that Heatwave side. Can't let him get out of control.
Yeah, and no surprise really to see David at the top of the leaderboard on that Rapid Fire side. But he does seem to be avoiding the issue that we were predicting could be possible for Rapid Fire. Doesn't seem to have that hero complex going on. All of his points coming from his 2 assists, basically. Definitely more points coming out as he's got 344 points. You don't get that just off of 2 assists. But he's not just abandoning his teammates and trying to do everything himself. So good on David for doing that, and if he can continue to do that, I think Rapid Fire really has a shot at being able to take game 2 here.
Well, we got another 5 minutes up. Let's see who comes away with the win in game number 2, Heatwave versus Rapid Fire. Early on, the kickoff heads towards the back wall, and a missed touch puts it in a dangerous spot. That could have been an early kickoff goal, and that's never a way you want to start the match. Really kind of sets a tone you don't want in the air. As this ball wraps around, Ethan looking for a nice little clear. Kind of gives it away to Ultimate. Manor is forced to make an early save here as 2 members of Heatwave need to clear it out. And Ultimate looks for a centering play. Still in a little bit of an awkward spot. David with a bouncing shot. Manowars with another early save. He's got 2 already in less than a minute to go. Heatwave need to just get this ball out so they can buy some time to get organized. It seems like they're just all on different pages right now. And Imp trying to play from behind, and David tries to tie that ball up, can't make it happen. Ultimate goes up for it, and 2 flying members here make a wish on those shooting stars as you see them fly by each other. Wrapping around in a dangerous spot, just need the finish. No one's there for it. David had a beautiful setup, but his teammates just not there to finish the ball.
Yeah, and it's plays like that are going to really just weigh on David's mental. That was a beautiful setup, and just for no teammate to be there to even attempt the shot, that's got to be weighing on him already.
And that's where you test your mentality as a team leader, at least. And if you know you got the skill, you gotta be able to be, like, hey, that's all right. We'll get them next time. Let's get the setup again. And now that you've seen it once, so you just got to be ready for it the next time. David looking for another setup here, but he's retreating back for some boost, potentially buying some time. Imp wants to set up towards the center. Ultimate doesn't get the shot off the backboard. And David having to come back. He looks for a back post, and he gets it.
No reason David should have ever been able to take that shot, but what a great placement on it as he does get there. Manuel's just either out of position or Menor's someone's got to be there. That ball should not have been David's. He had to come from miles away to get there. Great heads-up play from David to realize he was still going to be able to beat everybody to that ball and put it on net for the first goal of Game 2.
As the ball bounces off the back wall, coming in towards the center, David trying to contest it again. And that one, a little bit of an awkward play, but Ultimate finds the back of the net through a very interesting lane created at center field.
Yeah. Yeah. Just caught leaving the net a little too early. No respect on ultimate shot. And so it's just going to roll in for free there. You got to play a little bit better positionally if you are Heatwave in that instance.
Off the crossbar, almost goal number 3 right there for Rapid Fire. David with a nice little touch. He still has some boost to contest it again. Very well done. It comes off the back wall. Imp looking to clear it out. Sends it on ahead. A little bit of a pass to himself. Tries to hold the ball up here. Wants to center it up. Looks to give it back to David. And that's some good passing play right there as David hits it off the back wall. Can he get the finish? Ultimate is there to put them ahead by 3 now.
Yeah, now if you are Rapid Fire, you're buzzing. You're bouncing around in your chair. You're gamer leaning with every aerial you go up for. You're vibing in comms. You're having a great game right now. And you got to just hope that this can continue on for the rest of the series if you are Rapid Fire.
Yeah, the very good setup, and what was beautiful about that play is that every member got involved. You had Imp that brought it back to David. David takes it up, a hit off the back wall, and Ultimate comes around for the 1-2-3 finish. And that's what you love to see from a team right there. And again, if you're watching, you're in chat, if you're a player that's watching, it's a good opportunity to learn, see what you can do as a team for yourself, but also learn what might be ahead of you. Manuel trying to set something up here off the ceiling. Less than 2 minutes to go. Can't fully count Heatwave out just yet, but again, they have a difficult comeback ahead of them. Just off the crossbar, bouncing on the line. They breathe a sigh of relief as they avoid a 4-0 deficit, at least for the moment. As this ball coming across the center line, Manuel sends it on ahead, off the back wall, dangerous. Ultimate with a nice little save. A nice reactionary opportunity denied.
Yeah, great goal line defense from Rapid Fire there off of really great opportunities from Heatwave. I do have to address a comment in the chat. Do you really think that I would be so unprofessional as to have caster bias, Shay? How dare you? How dare you?
That's just uncalled for when you attack the integrity there.
The disrespect.
Less than a minute to go here as the ball comes off the side wall. Up for it is Manuel. And a couple flying members right there just to miss commits as this ball gets pinched off the side there. I'd be interested to see the replay of that one right there.
Yeah, I thought that pinch was going in for sure.
Along the wall, 30 seconds left to go. This is looking like Rapid Fire might be able to solidify this as a win for game number 2 and even it up in the series, as the time is not in favor of Heatwave. And almost getting goal number 4 there. Imp was looking for the shot, but he wasn't able to find it. So the final moments will tick down here. You take a look at the stat sheet. Rapid Fire doing very well in the offensive category. 4 shots for Ultimate. You go 4-3-2. David has 3. Imp has 2. Just very well for this Rapid Fire team. I think they bounced back well after a loss.
Oh, yeah. Normally you don't see a bounce back that decisive. And it makes you wonder if Rapid Fire is just the better team and they had a rough game 1, or if Heatwave just had a rough Ultimo coming out in style. 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, and 4 shots. Absolutely destroying everybody on the field whenever he needed to. David, 2 assists again. Had 2 assists last game. Puts another 2 on the board this time. Didn't let that early missed opportunity affect him too much, it looks like. Still trying to dish the ball out to his teammates, but also gets a goal for himself.
I'll have to see how Heatwave can bounce back now. And that's the fun thing we get to see right now is how do both of these teams respond to a loss? How do they respond, to being down, or at least having odds not go in their favor? So we'll have to take a look at that. Relatively quiet on the other side. Ethan, who had all of the shots last game for Heatwave, only comes away with 1 in game 2. So we'll see how just they respond individually as members themselves. So very interested to see how it is. Let's keep hearing it in chat. Who do you think is going to come out on top? I mean, right now it's been rather unpredictable. Unless you're Croc, because he's calling it pretty well so far. But if you're an average Joe like myself, who do you think is gonna win? Who do you think is gonna come out on top here? I want to hear it.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think that Heatwave do come back and take this game. They've got to be a lot faster than they were last game, but they displayed the speed in game 1. And I think now they kind of realize the gravity of the situation that they're in. Maybe they started underestimating Rapid Fire after the first game, even though they took it in overtime. But they've got to be faster to the ball in the air right now. That's their key to victory.
We'll see if they can do that right now as this ball comes across the center line. David gets there first, so that'll be sending back in towards the blue zone off the back wall. Nice job from Manuel to come back and play some defense and get the clear out. Ball heads in towards the opposite corner. Going up for it again is David. Not able to really make an aerial off of it. David goes down, actually. That's a very important member to have off the field for a couple moments. Not able to capitalize off it, though. Manuel sends it just almost having an upper 90. That would have been one of the slowest upper 90 goals I've ever seen, but it would have been an impressive angle nonetheless. Ethan kind of flopping around there allows Imp to come in and take a touch on it. And I think he caught a couple moments of Heatwave off balance for a few seconds there as this ball gets cleared out towards the center. And I think those are the moments we're going to see in these different division games here is, how do the teammates respond to when you're kind of just froze and, you're not sure what next move to make?
Yeah, I mean, when all else fails, honestly, just clear it into the opposite half. Do you give away possession doing that? Absolutely, yes. It's not great to do a lot of the times, but it's a whole lot better than turning it over in a shooting position in your own half.
Exactly. Manuel trying to get a little funky here on the dribble, but well done from Rapid Fire to handle it. So now they're back on the offensive attack. Imp looking to center it up for his team. Gets a nice little touch on it. Bouncing ball in front. Not able to capitalize. Goes back in towards the corner. David wants to set up. He looks to pass it back towards Imp. No shot able to be taken. We are still scoreless after 2 minutes here in game number 3. So a little bit of a quieter game. We'll see. In these quieter games, you have to see who's going to be the first one to break the silence.
Yeah, and even though it's been a quieter game on the scoreboard, I think it's actually been a much more involved game as far as butting heads goes. A lot of 50s going on earlier on in the defensive areas of the field. A little bit more battle for midfield, not giving it up as easily. Still giving it up pretty easily, though. It's going to be interesting to see. This one could be a battle of attrition.
And this ball bouncing towards Ethan. He looks to center it up, and Manauras is there. Sends it in towards the corner. Wants another touch at it. A little bit of an awkward bounce. Comes off the back wall. You had 2 members of Rapid Fire going for the clear for it, and they get the job done. Manauras tips this one up off the wall, going into the corner. And it's wrapping around again. So a little bit back and forth action going right now. We're staying on one half of the field. We'll see if it opens up, if they can get it towards the opposite side. There's less than 2 minutes to go here. Manuel flicks it on ahead. This one goes towards the opposite side now. And David, a little bit of a bike action there. Manauras with a shot, but not able to really make anything of it. 1 shot per team so far here. A minute and a half left to go. No one really finding anything. 1 shot, 1 save on each side. Ball just contested another 50 there. Bouncing off the back wall. And Manuel misses a touch. Manauras is going to have to wrap around. Dropping the sorry in the chat. He knows what he did. Open ball there. No one able to capitalize it. David wants to take it up. He's going to look to pass this one back to Ultimate. He wants the shot, and that one it might have had just a little bit too much of an offensive force. 60 seconds left. This is going to be looking like a golden goal situation.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see kind of the offensive just dominance that Rapid Fire put out last game be snuffed out by Heatwave right now. Not the greatest defense we've seen, but they have kept them from scoring, and of course the Caster's Curse comes out immediately. Oh man, really good play from Imp here. Gets the ball up on the backboard. I think Manuel was also reading another touch. No one on the back post to play that face-up defense. David puts it in easily.
So the 1 goal finally comes with just 35 seconds left. Heatwave, after being scoreless for the whole game, are going to need to find something. They're going to need to find it quick. Less than 30 seconds now. This ball encroaching in on the defense again of Heatwave. Bouncing in a dangerous spot. Bouncing ball. That one, no one able to get the clear. And it bounces in again. That one's going to be 2 goals for Rapid Fire.
Yeah, and as soon as I say their offense has been snuffed out, Heatwave give up 2 quick ones. 18 seconds left here, and Rapid Fire is most likely going to be taking Game 3, going up in the series 2-1.
And the demo onto Ethan just to add further insult to injury. You're not allowed to play the game. You're not allowed to score goals. How much worse can it get as the final moments tick down? So Rapid Fire will be taking your victory in game number 3 here to increase their lead in the series 2-1. Will Heatwave be able to respond? They're just keeping the ball alive for just a few extra moments there. David going to be your MVP. He gets an epic save and your opening goal. And he goes for the cycle there. 1 in all categories there. Goes 1 for 1 on the shots. Ultimate supporting him with the extra goal just to sweeten the deal there. So I am very curious to see, Grok, if this is going to be, if we're going to see a totally different game for game number 4 here, or if it's going to be very similar to what we just witnessed as far as we're waiting for the first goal to happen almost all game.
I think it's going to be different if Ethan's being subbed out right now. I don't know if Ethan's being subbed out or if Ethan is changing cars. If Ethan is subbed out, then I think we'll probably see a different game completely. If he does just come back in a different car, I think it's going to be another battle of attrition, but it's going to be one of those things where someone scores first and the team's just going to lose momentum. And it's going to be 2 quick goals, 3 quick goals, whatever it may be, depending on how much time is left in that team. Whoever scores first probably will win.
Well, we'll certainly be able to take a look at it. The teams,
I don't know why they joined immediately. They knew that somebody had left.
Yeah, they jumped into their teams rather quickly there. So we might have to have a little bit of a hesitation as we wait. We'll see what the admins say about this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's auto. They have the series mutator on.
So it'll be a remake for you. So we'll get back into that as soon as we can. And we'll figure out what is going on and why we had to leave there. But something interesting to, I think, note if you're watching here. And I guess I should have said this way earlier. Thank you to all of you who are watching us and you're spending your time with us on this Saturday. I almost forgot what day it was for a second, but we appreciate you joining with us, and hopefully you're having fun watching. I know I'm having fun. Croc, I hope you don't. I hope you're having fun too.
Great time.
These are good matches we're watching here, so thank you for joining us, and if you're sticking with us, but again, and also keep the hype going in the chat. We want to know who you think is going to win. What do you think about the season? Who do you think is going to come out on top? We got the lobby going back up, so we're just waiting to get all the players back in here, see what change, if any, is being made here. But I want to see how these teams respond, not only to that, because I don't think you see that too often, where you're, like you said, the battle of attrition and how you're waiting for the one goal, because that means any mistake could be the game changing mistake. Versus high scoring games, if you make one and you're scoring a lot, it'd be like, okay, we just got to find it again. We got to find the opportunity again. Versus this is the one mistake and it caused the whole game type of situation. Yep. And seeing how teams respond to that, I personally find super interesting, because it almost becomes a mental thing at that point.
Yeah, Rocket League the mental side of Rocket League is definitely underrated a lot in this area of the game, I feel like. So we'll see exactly how they hold up. Game number 4 is underway.
We got 5 minutes.
Rapid Fire up 2-1. Go ahead.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So no sub was made. No sub. I don't think I see a card change, but it doesn't matter, because Imp gets the opening goal here for Rapid Fire very, very early on, 14 seconds in, and if it's if this game is going to be anything like the last one, that could be the game winner right there.
Yeah, I did say whoever scores first is going to win. Let's see if the 14-second goal from Rapid Fire proves true or not.
As Ethan bouncing back here, as the ball comes back in towards Heatwave zone. We'll see how they respond to it. All three members on one side for just a moment there. This ball rolls up along the wall. Imp misses a touch. This could be the chance. David, with a nice little clear, able to back up his teammates. Cleared out towards the center. Annual is there, and the shot coming. Ultimate gets goal number 2. A very early and strong lead here for this Rapid Fire team.
Yeah, 2-0 now. Definitely starting to look like the story's already been written, and they're just playing it out now. We're going to see what's going on here. 4:20 left to play. See if Heatwave can put a little fight up.
And this ball gets sent all the way around, and well, up the corner. Imp with a pass back towards David, but Ultimate comes around for it. Just a minute in, and already on the stat sheet, you got 2 assists for David, and you were talking about that in game 1, is how most of his points are coming from just helping out and setting up his team, and he's already doing it here in game number 4, looking to put this series away in their first game of the season. Ball wraps around off the center, coming off the back wall. Nice job from Manuel to contest that. Coming all the way around. David able to flick it on ahead, work it around one man. Ethan just trying to make a quick little U-turn in the corner there. Imp off the back wall. Can they get the finish? Rebound? No, they cannot. They can't find it there. Again, Heatwave needs to find something. They need to create one goal scoring opportunity. This might be it right here. Bouncing ball off the back wall. Can't get the dunk. The shot coming, and Ethan able to finish off the play. Very well done there.
Yeah, it cuts the lead in half here. Still plenty of time left to play. Heatwave definitely not wanting to just drop down without forcing a game 5. Kind of reminds you of another series that we may have watched earlier today. Oh, wait, the only other one we watched earlier today. Heatwave definitely wants to stay alive. Let's see if they can force the game 5 here, or if Rapid Fire is going to send them home a little early.
This ball's wrapping all the way around. Menars clears it out. 3 minutes left to go. A lot of time on the clock here. Imp lets it just roll off the back of his car. It gives him a save, an easy one, where he just kind of goes AFK for a second. And this ball bouncing back in towards the blue corner. Ethan goes up for it, just trying to break up the offensive playmaking, and he does a good job. It's coming down. Manuel flicks it up. Maybe another setup here. It's bouncing a dangerous spot. Open goal. Just needs the finishing touch, and he gets it. And we're all tied up here as we just passed the halfway point here in game number 4.
Yeah, it's just tied up. Half the game left to go. It's 0-0, playing a 2-minute, 29-second game now. Got to shake off everything that's just happened. I believe Heatwave has the advantage here with the momentum. I still think that Rapid Fire, however, is playing the better Rocket League. So going to be interesting to see who pulls away with the win here in Game 4.
And off the kickoff here, David, he wants to get a counterplay going. He doesn't like having the tie game, and he's hurrying back for some boost now as Manuel comes all the way around. And ours, a little pass towards Ethan, and he looks to center it up. Bouncing ball, another shot coming, and goal number 2 comes through from Manuel. Off a nice little pass from Ethan, a tic-tac-toe play from all members of Heatwave, and all of a sudden they're in the lead after being down 2-0.
Yeah, 3 unanswered goals is definitely going to be really interesting. See how Rapid Fire can respond to this.
Less than 2 minutes to go now. But that's still a lot of time to do something. We'll see how Rapid Fire responds to having their lead taken away from them very quickly, as a matter of fact. As this ball bounces off the blue back wall. Manuel's going to go for it. He just scored 2 goals. He wants a third one. He's itching for that hat trick. And it definitely feels good whenever you're able to get it. Bouncing in a dangerous spot. Ethan give him a save off a shot from Imp there. Imp has 3 shots. He's going 1 for 3 right now. David flying this one through center. This one's slowly rolling through, showing a little bit of patience here as Manowar. He holds it for Ethan, but David clears that out. That's an open net, but luckily Manuel can get back in time to clear it out. As we're just about to reach the 60-second mark here, Rapid Fire is going to need to find something if they want to put this series away. They're going to need to equalize and then take the lead. Coming off the center, looking for a shot, not able to find one. David looking for the back post. I think on that one, wasn't able to find it. So I think right now, Rapid Fire, they just need to find that playmaking that they had earlier on, and they might be able to come back in this one.
Yeah, they still do have time. 30 seconds here. Good pass coming down. Ultimate has a free touch. Might be able to set up a play here. Let's see if they can do it in the last 30 seconds of this game, or if they will be forced to go to game 5.
Final moments will begin to tick down. You got all members of Rapid Fire caught in the same place for just a second there. So now they need to reorganize. And well, just trying to buy time here. Just trying to eat up time, as a matter of fact. However, this could be dangerous. David goes down. That's a very key demo in the final moments here. Can they keep it alive? Just trying to bounce it up. Coming around to center. No one's going to get there in time. Heatwave coming away with a win. The comeback victory in game 4. We're gonna be going to a game 5. Another game 5 here in the opening season matches here, and you'll love to see it if you're someone that likes a good competition. Well done from this Heatwave team to bounce back and come away with a victory.
Yeah, really good play. Definitely not the outcome that anyone expected, even myself. I thought Rapid Fire was definitely going to win the game after getting 2 unanswered early, but Heatwave doesn't let it get to them. They bounce back. They take 3 unanswered, and now they force the game 5 where the momentum is swung in their favor. Let's see if they can hold on to it, or if Rapid Fire is going to be able to battle back and take game 5. Both teams looking for their first win of the season and trying to avoid that 0-1 record.
You take a look at the stat sheet here. You got 4 shots coming from Heatwave, and they score 3 of them there. So that's relatively solid. You know, even if it's a low shot count, if you're able to get them in the back of the net, that's a good job there. Versus Rapid Fire's 6, and they came away with 2 there. So we'll see how the offense proceeds. I think what at least I was missing from Rapid Fire there is they didn't have as much playmaking as we've seen before, at least in the past couple games. Not a lot of the centers as we've seen before, and just needed to work together as a team again. I didn't see as much passing, I think, is what I was missing, is to simplify it.
Yeah, we do tend to get a lack of passing in the Diamond and Champ areas of the game, and I think that if anybody in this Division 2, and possibly even of the entire league, can really get some masterful infield passing done, then they'll be able to win the entire league.
Yeah. And you definitely saw it from Heatwave as they utilized it in some of their comeback goals in the last game. But here we are, game 5. Let's see who comes out on top. Will it be Rapid Fire Esports or Heatwave? Let's see who we got as the opening pressure comes against Heatwave right now. Just need to get the clear out, and they will. Imp sends it across. Coming along the back wall. Ultimate not able to find the touch. David comes back to support. They make their rotations all the way around. And well, came away with 2 goals last game. See how he does in game number 5 here. He's probably feeling pretty good from it. A nice little hold up there from David. Doesn't want any goals coming against his team. And we'll try to send it across. It's cleared out. If that was on net, that could have been a goal right there. Luckily, it goes off track there for Heatwave. Bouncing ball sent off the wall here. Manuel's going to go for it. Looking for a touch, not able to find it. Manowar supports him. Imp, well done on the back wall to try and just keep it away from the center. And very good job to just keep the offensive pressure from coming against them. A little bit of a dangerous spot. A bicycle save there from Manowar. Give him the credit for it. Comes across center. A little bit of a quiet opening here.
Yeah, definitely a lot quieter than the last round where we already had 2 goals in favor of Rapid Fire at this point. Heatwave definitely the more pressuring team right now. Manuel's going to slot one into the bottom right, possibly. Ooh. Save almost gets there in time, but unfortunately just not enough. So Heatwave is going to strike first here in game 5.
Almost coming away with it. I'm wondering if he would have let that roll.
I don't think it was in. I don't think it was in.
You might call that an own goal there. So
I think you have to call it an own goal.
That's gonna sting a little bit. So an own goal for Rapid Fire puts them behind. We'll see if they can find a way to make up for it. That one you're gonna have to talk about that in the film room as a team. And hey, just you don't have time to really dwell on it. You got to bounce back. You got to bounce back quickly. It sucks, but you got to keep moving forward.
See, that's where if I'm in Ultimate's position, I'm just like, oh, that's right. We're the orange team. I thought we were blue. My bad.
Easy
thought
mistake.
It was a pass from one of you all. Oh,
almost going to the opposite side. What a story that would
have been insane.
Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. David coming around, he's trying to set up the offense here for his team. Showing a little bit of agility there for someone with no boost. We just passed the halfway point. It's a 1-goal lead in favor of Heatwave. And the demo goes down on Manowars. However, Ethan's still threatening offensively. David doing a nice job to hold it up. The 50 sends it all the way to the opposite side. Up along the wall, Ultimate wants to center, but just gives it right to Manowars. He'll give him a save for that. Bouncing ball and a decent spot.
Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was it for Heatwave there.
This ball coming along the wall one more time. Just about 1:45 left to go. Ethan goes down on a demo, and no one able to continue the offensive pressure. He'll have plenty of time to respawn. Bouncing all the way around, pinched off the back wall. And Imp coming at a weird angle on the aerial there. And that's a demo onto Ultimate. David has to make a save. Annual looking for a shot. Not able to find it. Imp just wants to clear, and he's going to get it for just a moment. A little bit of breathing room he buys. David also wants the same kind of clear, centering ball, but Ultimate has some time, and he just sends that one back, and it's a race to it. Ethan gets there first. Up along the ceiling here, the roof of the arena, and David has to force another clear. Manuel doing a good job to just keep it in the zone. Another touch off the back wall, less than 60 seconds to go. Still looking to make up for the own goal is Rapid Fire just along the line there, and they find the clear. 45 seconds left. Rapid Fire needs something, and they might just have it here. David can't get the angle. That's a missed opportunity.
Imagine if you have to go home today thinking that you lost game 5 only by an own goal.
I'm sure they don't want to. Imagine the deficit.
Yeah, they're not going to have to imagine it if they don't score here soon.
20 seconds. A sad one at that. David looking for the center. He wants to try and force it in, but he can't. Almost a dirty Dan of a play right there. The final 10 seconds continue. And they find the goal to seal the deal. Ethan finds the back of the net to make it a 2-0 lead with 7 seconds left. I've seen miracles before, but I don't think we're going to see one right now.
Especially not since one of the players from Orange already left. This is just going to be a blanket announcement out to the rest of you that may be in the league. Do not leave the games early. Period. Now, if you make a mistake like Ethan made, fine. Like he just thought it was best 5, not best of 3. Do not leave the games early.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Rapid Fire. They are going to fall. The final moments will tick down here, so it's looking like it's going to be a win for Heatwave. 3-0 will be your final score in Game 5. Well done from Heatwave to bounce back after a rather strong start there from Rapid Fire. So your final series score, 3-2. Heatwave takes the series and their first win of the season. Congratulations to them. I think a very solid couple of matches we got to witness today, Croc. I mean, yeah. I am not disappointed. I am not disappointed.
2 Game 5 matchups. Can't get much better than that for the inaugural day of the season. Shay is definitely going to be happy with her team as they take a 3-0 lead to win Game 5 to take the season record of 1-0. Rapid Fire falling to 0-1. This is the first week of the season, so these teams have plenty of time to make up the deficit that they've incurred today. Of course, speaking of Rapid Fire and N7 Phantoms, both going down 0-1 in the season, plus any of the other teams that may go down. You got plenty of time to come back, see how you're going to play for the rest of the league, and maybe get another opportunity to be on stream. So we hope to see you around.
Yeah, certainly a good way to start off the season, and I hope for the viewers watching with us, I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. I think that was a very nice way to start off the season for you. And again, we'll be keeping an eye out, see who you think is going to come out on top by the end of the season. Who do you think is going to take the cake at the very end with the cherry on top? Feel free to let us know. And as you take a look at Slips, you got the socials there. You're obviously watching us on Twitch if you're here, but feel free to check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and our website. And if you want to be in the league, that may be a possibility for you too. Hey, don't doubt yourself. Find some confidence. Any last words for him, Croc?
Just continue to keep playing, continue to keep getting better. I look forward to seeing all of you grow as players and eventually promote yourselves just into the main bracket of the tourney. Hopefully you guys are just too good to play in the league next season, or at least in the Diamond League.
We love to see it. Well, I think that's going to do it for us here on stream. Thank you all for who joined us. And if you're watching with us, if you're watching along the way, we look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Toast Tactics signing off for Croc. Thank you all for joining us. You have a great rest of your day. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time.